The following podcast is a Vasilis Skarlias production.
Hello everyone, I'm Saloni.
And I'm Hannah.
We run Changemakers, a student-run initiative that aims to empower, educate, and connect Gen Zers interested in entrepreneurship.
We interview teenagers with impactful projects and create resources to help you change your world. If they can do it, so can you.
On this podcast, we discuss the logistics of creating different types of projects with Gen Zers who have already done it. We will leave our social media and website information in the description.
We're so excited to be here today with Adiya Jain and Krish Malik, the CEO and CTO of Reverteen, a networking platform connecting students with student-led initiatives in a personalized environment.
Thank you.
So what inspired you to start Reverteen?
We started Reverteen back in May of last year, and we really got the idea when we noticed that it was really difficult to find opportunities that pertain to us as students and connect with fellow students. We had a few ideas for other types of initiatives, but we had difficulty trying to find students who would be interested in these types of initiatives because there really was no centralized platform where you could reach out to people. And while there are networking platforms that already exist like LinkedIn, a great majority of the content on these platforms doesn't really pertain to students. And it's a hassle to endlessly scroll through these platforms to try to find opportunities and initiatives that we could partake in. So then we got the idea of what if there was a networking platform solely for students where everything on the platform, opportunities, initiatives, and all would pertain to you as a student individually. And that's how we came up with the idea for Reverteen.
Yeah, that's amazing. I definitely think that I could have used a platform like Reverteen when I was looking for opportunities in the past. So what are the different features on your app?
Okay, that would be me. So the major features of the app and the website is that students are allowed to create their own initiatives and posts and reach out to more students with that particular interest. So basically, students can create their own profile and customize their profile to meet certain initiatives' needs. So they can add technology or business or anything else, marketing, finance to their profile so they can apply to other initiatives. Students can customize their profile to add achievements, test scores, accomplishments, and many more, exactly like LinkedIn. And we also have messaging features so we can connect with the other students and students can connect with each other about if they want to add this to their initiative or not. And yeah.
That sounds super cool. So can you guys tell us about the process of starting Reverteen?
Yeah, so once we had the idea of what if there was this type of networking platform solely for students, we realized that it would take a strong team of developers and individuals working in other aspects such as marketing and public relations to get such a platform in motion and reach a base of students. And once I had the idea back in May, I didn't really think through the exact details. I didn't bother going through that entire process. I knew Krish and some other friends who had experience in development. I called them up and we assembled a small team. And from there, we went into planning logistics and how everything would work. And we made social media accounts, started posting and building a base of students and initiatives. And then we just went from there, expanding our team, and we continue to build our base.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing. So Krish, could you describe what your responsibilities are as the CTO of Reverteen?
I would say the most important responsibility that I have as CTO is to manage development. This could be monitoring deadlines, cooperating with product managers, UI, UX designers, app developers, web developers, and more to achieve a goal by the end of the week. So we try to release an update every week so we can come closer to the actual release of the app soon. And along with that, I also deal with a lot of C-suite stuff.
Wow, every week. That is so consistent. Love that. So do you participate in the development process yourself?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually an app developer and I'm beginning to learn web dev. So yeah, I do help both front end and back end in developing the app and website.
Yeah, so a lot of us are new to technology and app development. So what kind of coding languages do you guys use? Are there any specific technologies that you guys use to develop your app?
So for the app, we're using something called Flutter, which is a framework that allows us to create native apps. So we can create apps using we create apps using Android and iOS at the same time. And hopefully we can release our app on these two platforms soon.
That sounds awesome. So on Revitine social media, we noticed that you guys incorporate a very like minimalistic like look for the app UI, and it's like super pretty. So can you tell us like about your design process?
Yeah, so usually we would have our UI UX designer create a template so we can use so the developers can have a general idea on how the app is going to look and what we should do and what we should develop. So once that is done, the product managers begin to put specific tasks in GitHub issues, and that's how we manage our dev GitHub. So the front-end developers and the back-end developers can sort everything efficiently and get their work done on time by the end of the week. So once the developers are finished with their tasks, the product managers examine the app for bugs or new features we can add to make the app more user-friendly and more easy to use. And this process repeats like every week.
And so we're going to have a little break and come back to the interview shortly.
So if I'm not mistaken, Revitine is in beta phase right now. So what does that mean?
So beta phase means that the app is still in development and there are a lot of features that are still really buggy. Right now, the app is almost available on the App Store and Google Play Store, while our website is not quite ready to use. So if you want to try out the app, feel free. People interested in the app can download it by filling out the form in our Instagram bio. And once you do that, you can like promote your initiatives, you can create posts, and you can connect with other students to broaden your audience or broaden your team.
Sounds great. And how many members are part of Revitine's team, and how do you guys collaborate?
Yeah, so our team consists of around 30 high school and university students coming from places ranging from California, which is where me and Krish are from, to Australia. And our team is divided into 4 main groups, which are development, marketing, finance, and public relations. And as for collaborating, we do have an organizational structure with directors for each department, and these directors communicate with the rest of their department to work within their team, and then also coordinate with the other directors to make sure everyone's on the same page. And we use Trello for task management, so we can easily assign and track tasks and monitor the progress of our team.
Oh my gosh, we love Trello so much. It's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah, it's awesome. So it's also like quite amazing how you guys have developed such a large following on LinkedIn and Instagram when your app is like still in the beta phase. How do you improve your social media's visibility?
Yeah, thank you. So the way our approach to improving our social media's visibility is through consistent posting. We reach out to student initiatives and students through LinkedIn. We form partnerships with similar student-led initiatives that we have similar missions with, and we have other such methods. And for tracking like how our social media visibility is and what type of content is appealing to people, we use analytics such as insights and impressions to identify what type of content is most appealing to our followers, and we try to capitalize on that.
Do you have any like tips for anyone looking to grow their own project social media if they're just starting out?
Yeah. So as for if you wanted to grow your own project social media, a few tips I would say are to consistently post content that you think you would appeal to your target base. So you have to identify what base you want to build on your account. And then you can use analytics to identify what type of content works well at building your base and what content doesn't really work too well. And you can make adjustments from there and try to post content that will like capitalize on your base.
Yeah, awesome. We love a good trial and error process.
Yep.
So when do you guys think that the app will be ready on the App Store?
So the planned launch date for App Store on iOS and Android is early February. We'll release an exact date somewhat soon, but that's the goal.
Yeah, I also have a follow-up question. How do you guys like navigate challenges when you're not really familiar with a certain problem that you're dealing with?
So usually we would coordinate with other developers, and we would help each other out. We're all friends, so I guess it's not really on the professional end, so we can like cooperate and we can like collaborate efficiently to get this bug done or get this problem fixed. And yeah.
And so this is kind of like a personal question for both of you. Where do you guys see yourself in the future?
So as for me, I've always been interested in the concept of like entrepreneurship and business. So in the future, I hope to see myself running some type of company, hopefully in tech. and that's my goal in the future.
My goal in the future, like I've been always interested in technology and coding, so I hope I get into that field someday, and hopefully Revitine will take me there.
Awesome. What does the future look like for Revitine? Like, do you have like an ideal vision?
Yeah, so our goal is ultimately to build the biggest base of global student leaders. And our goal is, as we build our base, we hope for people, if you want to start an initiative, just post on Revitine, you'll find a team. If you want to grow your own initiative, post on Revitine, you'll find a team. Same thing if you want to find opportunities, because we know how cluttered opportunities are across platforms. The ultimate goal is to make it an all-in-one platform, or like for everything student networking related, where you can find opportunities, connect with students, form meaningful connections, and discover initiatives that may be your passion.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see Revitine grow. I think it has the potential to help so many people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
As always, we will leave Revotine's social media handles down below. We hope you guys enjoyed our conversation. We had such a great time. Make sure you leave us a review. You can also follow us on Instagram at changemaker.c to keep up with all of our new content. We also have a Facebook page called ChangeMakerZ, but you'll need to look that one, because I honestly don't even know how Facebook works.
You want, oh, whatever.